Trying out some new stuff here. Let's see. Start the video. It's not up now. Yeah, I wish I had a pop-up or notification like system on my screen when chat got a new message. I can't find any software that does that. Because I don't have a second monitor. New version of Gamemaker Studio 2.1. A lot of big stuff in this release. There's a new debugger. The resource tree looks different. There's a Mac version now. And if I wanted to, I could broadcast. You know, we could find out together what the Mac version is like, but I'd have to like reboot my computer into OS 10 or into Mac OS. Yeah, in a sec. I think I'm out of coffee. No, I still got some coffee. Yeah, just give me a second here. Just doing some minor things. Okay, so yeah, it's very romantic sounding music there. Oh, okay, now it's going. Going for some chill hip hop today. This song's a little loud, so I'm gonna turn this down a bit. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll keep the slack up over here. I only want a monitor that's decent. Also, it would have to have a Thunderbolt connection, or I'd have to get an adapter. Why you not sell your best games and gain some money for a second monitor? You have abilities. How decent does it have to be to look at YouTube chat? Well, Thunderbolt connection. What is this, 1999? My computer is a late 2014 iMac. No HDMI out, only Thunderbolt. Because... Oh yeah, you've got a late 2014 as well? I got it refurb. Okay. Okay, emojis, you can go away now. Oh god, how do I get this crap off my chats? Alright, there we go. Yeah, I saved 50 bucks. Let it job, buddy. Alright, we're gonna let it job right now. So I made a little bit of tweaks off camera. But here's where we're at. And we're at a good spot. Things are good in Castigar. Okay, so going to trade. He says his thing. And instead of having these crawl, I'm just going to have them sort of, you know, rest. They'll come to a rest. But if you really need that information, you know, you can go up to it and look at it. Yeah, so kind of want to see how this game looks in full screen. The text is going to be off, but other than that, I think it'll be fine. So let's see here. Start full screen. We'll allow full screen switching just so that we can close the game. Alright, so here we go. So now we're full screening. This is probably the best look you guys have been able to get at this game. Yeah, you see the text, the screen text is way off, but everything else is fine. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. So when you're playing the game, you're gonna be looking at, you know, what spices. Alright, I don't have any spices obviously on my boat, but this is what's available to buy. And then the price you paid, the price here. So, hey, rosemary's cheap right now. 12 ducats, 12 doubloons or whatever. Yeah, so anyways, let's exit full screen. Hey, and it still works. Cool. Since stuff can break when you exit full screen real easily. Thanks, man. That's where your issue comes from. You need an Apple monitor. Might as well just get a cheap regular one and an adapter. I don't like the way that looks. Uh-oh. Pretty good, bro. Nice job. You gotta make it more legible. Thanks, man. Can't read the numbers. Can't read the text. Okay, today I learned that Mark needs glasses. Sad day. That's fine, Malky. Alright, so anyways, more readable. I'll have the text get brighter when you hover over it. Okay? Sound good? You're fine, Loki. Don't worry. You're doing great, Loki. Your English is acceptable. No. Hover. Okay, whoops. Tanks, yep. No problem, man. With the gray background, gray text, and gray numbers. Yeah, I get it. Will do. Alright. We'll call that the mark effect, where we have to make stuff more legible because Mark needs glasses. Yeah, but I don't have the screen real estate for column headers. The text would have to be too small to fit. Okay, so anyways, let's get back. So the first order of business, or like kind of the thing that I'm working on now, is not the room. Actually, I kind of want to show you guys the new debug tool. Let's do the debug tool. Oh shit! But I'm in full screen. Oh, okay, cool. Whoa, this is weird. Debugger? Hold on a second, guys. How come I can't exit the game? There we go. Okay. Debugger, where'd your thing go? Hold on a second, guys. Oh. Well, that's not it. Close. Yeah, that's fine. That was weird. I need to turn the full screen back off. We'll do that. Actually, okay. Let's try this debugger again, because it's kind of cool. Like it has some new stuff going for it. I want to see what the. Okay, well, enable real-time debugging. There was I swear to God, this morning I tested it out. There was like a performance panel that the debugger would show. But I'm not, like, it was like a graph. Where did the graph go? Tools? Debugger? Windows? Resource view? No. Windows? Reset window layout. There it is. Okay, so yeah, there's this cool little graph thing that kind of shows you how much memory you're taking, your frames per second. It even, if there's ever a, yeah, there it is. So if there's ever a show debug message call, you can hover over it. You chose Dante Costa, card pick. Yeah, and then there's another one here. You chose, yeah, so you can do that. Click to open in a window. So what happens if I open this? Click to open in a window. Click to open in a window. Yeah, okay. So that's kind of cool. This is sort of dumb because, like, so we do this. It literally says double click a resource in the resource view to view its source code. Resource view. This is the resource view. So if I double click a resource like object game states, I am double clicking on this thing right now and nothing is happening here. Now, there's stuff down here which is cool and all, like that's nice. But if this thing says to do something and you do it, and it doesn't do its thing, like, okay, so that's, so if I close these, double click a resource in the resource view, this isn't a resource, this is an event, not a resource. Different things. Hey, work on your messaging here. This messaging is confusing. Also, to view its source code here. So, wait. Game state 0. Game state 0. Sorry, game start. Oh, cool. That is working. Okay. State stack 0. Alright, so let's do some more stuff here. Now what? Game state 0, game state 0, game state 0, state stack 0. That's not true. You're in town. You should be in town. Let's go to the bank. Alright, right now we should be... Okay. Maybe if I pause it. Ah, you gotta pause it. Okay, game state 7. Okay. Okay, I guess that's fair. Maybe it's too much to ask to like have that thing update in real time. But anyways, what the fuck, weird mouse bug. I've never seen that before. Question, you guys use GMS1 sometimes? Or do you use... I used GMS1 before GMS2, but I was pretty new, so switching to GMS2 wasn't a big deal. A lot of people still use GMS 1.4 though. Okay, so alright, anyways, let's get back to our objective. And hold on, make sure. Okay, getting back to our objective today, which is a buttons, and specifically this button. Yeah, okay, the obj underscore button buy. There's going to be another one called obj button sell. Right, okay, so SCR buy sell hot zone GML. Alright, so are not too professional. Mine are completely unprofessional. Well, no, that's not true. Mine aren't very professional either. I'm not formally trained. Okay, we're gonna today, yeah, we're gonna use point in rectangle. Hopefully, I think. Today, we're gonna use point in rectangle. Hopefully, to good effect. Yeah, that's how I started. empty project, one concept. Start small, build just one concept, prove the concept, you know, figure out how to, you know, evolve the concept or whatever. But as soon as you think you've got your mind wrapped around it, quit it and move on to the next concept that you need to prove. And then after you've proven all the concepts that you need to prove for your game, then you start to string them together. And that's kind of what we're doing here. So anyways, we're going to use, this is the best kind of point, yeah. So we're going to use point in rectangle. But first, so SCR underscore by cell hot zone. That's a long name, but we need to assign it. So SCR underscore by. No, actually, that's not. My mistake. We're not doing that. What we're gonna do is just straight up evoke it, but not in the create. Okay. We need to do this. We need to do this when the. Hold on. Alright, so here's the deal. Let's go to this room, because I need to... Actually, no, let's go here to Illustrator. Little Witch Academia. It's a great show. You should watch it if you ever want to get inspired to try, even though you suck at it. Even if you suck at something, if you keep trying, you know, and believing in yourself, then things will work out for you. That's a great show to watch. Okay, so in this really crude, dumb mock-up that I have, let's turn those off. Where's my buy, sell buttons? Buy or sell, there it is. Okay, so let's turn those off too. Oops. Okay, so the idea being that when you hover over a row, these will just show up. And then if you hover like over this row, you know, these will show up over there. I guess they could move. My idea is to just have a bunch of them. Oh, crap. What? I'll think about it. Okay. Okay. I'm just. All right. Whatever. Anyways, so the point is like when you hover your mouse over here, you have these buttons over here. So, how do we do that? Well, these buttons need to be aware of a rectangle. What we're going to do is we're going to create a hot zone. So like the hot zone will be, actually might as well just be this. So we need a rectangle that stretches yeah. So we need a rectangle that's approximately 320 pixels wide and approximately 14 pixels tall. Actually, no, it's probably exactly 14 pixels tall. But it needs to be in the right row. And when you hover over when you put your mouse in this rectangle, it says, okay, turn this thing on. Also turn this thing on too. So actually, when you think about it, this rectangle needs to be this big. Well, It could be this big. And then you just have two rectangles. But that means if you hovered your mouse over here, the cell rectangle would disappear. So... well, or for the cell rectangle, there's just this. Now, that means I'm kind of making two collision and point calls for just one row. So that kind of seems a little wasteful. That seems a little wasteful. I'm wondering if I should have the buy button just not have a hot zone and only the sell button have a hot zone. But if the sell button hot zone is hot, then the buy button is also visible. It's gotta be specific to the object though. Well, you use a rectangle. Well, you use rectangles all over the place, so it works nicely. Oh, like draw a rectangle and paint point A, point B. Yep. Okay. Thanks. Now I understand. Yay. Okay. Yep. There's some redundancy in this approach because both buttons will draw a rectangle when really you only need one rectangle. Well, it's not that. They both need a rectangle. And if I have two rectangles, that's two collision calls in a step event, which isn't efficient. That's kind of what's going in my head right now. I mean, whatever. In this room, I'm pretty sure I have somewhere around 3,000 frames per second. So I think I have like roughly 3,000 FPS in this room. So it's not like I'm hurting for performance gains, but yeah. The whole thing. When you say the whole thing, to me it sounds like you're doing, what you mean is this. But if I trigger here, I don't know where the buy sell, like where would this go then? You know what I mean? Like that doesn't, this thing wouldn't know where to go, and it wouldn't know which row you actually want to apply your buy sell transaction to. That's why this needs to be only one row tall, so that it knows, oh, you're hovering over here, then I need to show up here. Or like, oh, you're hovering down here, then I need to show up down here, kind of a thing. So since you'll have 2 buttons in each row, I would put a box around the whole thing and only do the other checks while within that box. Yeah, not sure I follow. And if you call a local variable, for example, case, and when you put your mouse on a button, the case is equal to 1, and when you put your mouse on the other button, the case is equal to 2. Yeah, Loki, that... I still don't understand why you have so many columns. Okay. Man. Alright, well, I'm gonna give this a shot and see what happens. Whoops. Okay, so, but we're not going to run this script. So we have our values start at 0, starts at 0, needs update after after dialogue finishes. That's the appropriate time for this update, but the problem, we've got our game states. Let's load this thing up. So we've got building dialogue. Let's open that script actually. Building dialogue. Okay, this runs many frames. I think this one's also many frames. Actually, yeah, that one's many frames. These are all 1 frame, but they're not really appropriate to this room anymore. And to be honest, I don't think I want that script running every frame. So we need a Boolean. We need a Boolean. Let's go back to our button here. And I guess we'll say is zoned equals false. Yeah, we're gonna say is zoned equals false. And then back at the game state, we're gonna have our building dialogue? No, building transaction. So with obj underscore button by I get what you're saying, Loki. It makes sense. Oh, thanks God. Yeah, having both buttons as 1 object isn't a bad idea, and I might have to go with that solution later. I want to try it with I want to try it as 2 different objects first. We'll see. The problem with doing it as both buttons as 1 object is I don't know, like, that's gonna be really weird from a collision standpoint when you're clicking on either buy or sell. I'd have to devise a sprite that accounts for that, and I'd have to program around that, like that would be kind of weird. Not insurmountable, but just weird. So I feel like I'm sort of trading one evil for another with that solution. So anyways, with object button by SCR underscore, we need to calculate our hot zones. No. What's the name of the script we're trying to run? Buy sell hot zone. Okay. SCR underscore buy sell hot zone. Run that script. And then if, well, we'll do it this way. If not is zone. So if that's still false, run this script. And then when we go to this script, the last thing we're going to do is zoned equals true to ensure it runs only one time. What do you think, Mark? Do you think that'll work? Is zone, whoops, is a Boolean designed to keep this thing from constantly running every frame. So right here, it becomes true. If we go here, so is zone false? Run the script. Script complete. Turn this on to ensure it runs only one frame. That checks out, right, Mark? Whoops. Okay, well, you don't have audio on. I keep forgetting about that. Oh, crap, I turned off my music. God damn it. Let's turn it back on. Music, there you are. Let's do this one. Well, it sounds like a Sonic CD song. Zero watching? 4 watching, okay. Alright, let's minimize that. Okay, and go back to, where's the lounge? There it is. Okay. Whoa, why? What's the problem? Oh, right, number of arguments expected. Yeah, my bad. Sorry about that. Argument 0 is a Y address, the starting Y. Okay, so I think I can just do this. Yeah, there we go, Y start. Okay, that should be fine. And so once this script is active, hot zone Y1 gets a Y address and hot zone Y2 gets a Y address. The Y1 and Y2 is basically the what I'm basically getting at is I want that. Let's do this. So I want that point right there, and actually, it's, I want that point right there, and I also want. Oh, come on, you. Whatever. Who cares? I also want, you know, this point right here, right? Those are two different points. but they're going to be different depending on which row you're at. And so that's the purpose of this script right here. I already know, in terms of X address, I already know everything I need to know. I just need, for X, I just need this point right here, which this object already knows. And then the other X just needs to be basically this point right here, which is the right edge of this object. So that I already know as well. Or rather, you know, the program already knows. Okay. Alright, so hold on a second, guys. I gotta get some coffee. Oh, whoops, damn it. Whoops. Goodbye, boy. I have school. Later. I'm gonna keep check. Okay, thanks. I like Loki. That's pretty funny. Goodbye, boy. That's good stuff. Alright, so, is zoned equals true. Right. So that should be fine. And now we have our hot zone Y1, hot zone Y2. So now comes the part. Let me close this. Let's let's go back to obj button by. And let me think for a second. We need to hold on a second. Let me type in collision. No, point in rectangle. Returns Boolean. Okay. 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 So here's what we'll do. I'm going to say my hot zone equals point in rectangle and px, the x-coordinate of the point to check, the y-coordinate of the point to check, and then the rest is the rectangle. So mouse x, mouse y, x1 will be obj underscore market grid dot bbox left for x1. For y1, we're going to go with hot zone y1. For x2, Yeah. Okay, right now these values equal 0 in the create event, but they won't equal 0 later on. So I think this is going to be okay. X2 is B box right. And that's B box right, just flat out B box right. We're using the market grid's B box left, but we're using our B box for the right side. Alright, and then Y2, that's going to be hot zone Y2. Oh, whoops. I've got hot zone X1, hot zone X2. Oh, this is bad. This is an abstract object that doesn't, oh my god. This would have been a disaster. Let's just do this so that the code is a bit more readable. We'll do that. And then we'll just do B-box right. Yeah, and then now we're just gonna hot zone X1, hot zone Y1, hot zone X2, hot zone Y2. Okay. So now we have a rectangle whose only job is to return a Boolean, true or false, when the mouse X and mouse Y are inside this zone. Right now this zone is not very well defined, but at a later point these values will update. So thus this thing will update. So now in the step event, oh, and we're visible false, turned on in the step event. So now in the step event, visible update. I think it's literally just this. If my hot zone visible equals true. And that's it. I think that's it. So let's give this a shot. The tricky part is I'm gonna have to eyeball the placement of this. Let's turn this grid. Wait, no, not for portraits. Turn off for portraits. Header text. Wait, what? You gotta put that zone in rectangle and step event. You should. Oh. Yeah, okay. You're right, I do. One sec. Yeah, okay. Let's do that right now. So, yeah, okay. I think that'll be fine. It's okay that they're both in the same thing. I mean, whatever. Whatevs. Yo, right, because the mouse X and mouse Y, this changes every frame. So, yeah, okay. No, that's totally appropriate. Alright, now I have to choose the right layer. So, market grid's on that layer. Portraits, header text, exit button. Maybe I just rename this all buttons. What? Oh, right, because you're locked. That's so stupid. All buttons. That way it's not disingenuous to put more buttons in here. Okay, and we're just gonna do this. We're gonna put him in there. We're gonna put the grid on. I think 4 is fine. Let's do that. And let's put them right there. Okay, let's give that a shot. Just with one button, just to make sure it works. Before I like get invested and throw like 18 of these buttons in there. Okay, let's walk over there. Oh, bummer. Max Y offset not set before reading it? That's because it's a local variable. Alright, I'm gonna copy this just so that I have it to look at. Uh-oh, you done fucked something up. Yeah, I did. Let's go to the script. Sub-event, object game states. Max Y. Oh, there's a spelling error. There it is. Got it. That was JMD's fault, not mine. It was a spelling error. Okay. Alright, so let's try this again. Okay. Hey. Oh, the image speed is too much. Yeah, the image speed needs to. Need to set image speed to 0. Also, it doesn't go away. Okay, so 2 things. Right? And then image index 2, image speed equals 0. Also, I think I need to move it up a little bit higher. So let's move it up a notch. You know what, let's actually change this grid to 14 by 14. second, guys. No barking, okay? No barking. Okay, anyways, sorry, dog got a little excited there. Let's try this out. The hell? Okay, that works. What is this button doing in here? That's really weird. Oh, that button is not staged in the room, it's created by an object. I think pop-up creates it, actually. Why did that button... That is weird. OBJ underscore button, okay. Let's see here, hold on a second. Find all. That's left pressed though. Input cache, move cache. Huh. Visible false. Did I enter some sort of state on accident that turned that visibility on? If object input cache print number is greater than 0, visible true, else visible false. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that really affects the visibility of that object. Let's just run this again and double check to make sure that thing is real. And then if not, we'll have to go into debug mode. Okay, well, it's not doing it now, so that's a weird bug. Okay, so that works. Yeah, so that works. But I think it's off. Oh, wait. No, that sort of makes sense. It's taller than the row by like 2 pixels naturally taller. So let's go into the, but anyways, the point is that it works. So if I move this up here, is that too much? Or is that just right? No, I guess that's just right. You should just have the buttons there always. Nah. You'll see. Okay, so now we're going to drag a whole bunch of these buttons in here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Actually, wait a minute. Let's undo that. Oh, I can't. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I just realized I need. Oh no! Don't do that. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, turn on. All right. I think 4 pixels is right. Okay. Oh, and I still can't read it. Hold judgment, but I have a feeling that the moment I move my mouse too far up or down and lose the button, I'm going to lose my shit and close the game. To maybe we'll see. All right, let's do put you in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, that can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's try this out. That's kind of weird. Do I not have 18? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, come on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. How come only 12 of them work? Max rows 18. That's really weird. Box right. Starts at 0. Oops. 18. Okay, okay, but I'm gonna post the snippets in the Slack. Hashtag help. Hey guys. Got a weird issue where only 12 out of 18 instances are doing their jobs. So first, let me post the create event. Alright, so create events. You wanna hop on my live stream? I can show you live. Yeah, already on it. Okay. Okay. I was away a few seconds ago. Okay. Run through it from start to finish now. Okay, here we go. All right, so you've got this object, button by, in the create event. It has these two variables, hot zone y1, hot zone y2. They start out at 0. But in the create event, at the end of the create event, oh wait, no, not in the create event, I'm sorry. In the game state, when the game state equals, whoops, not that. When the game state equals building transaction, we have with obj button by, if not is zoned, run this script and send the argument y start. Looking at this script says y start is argument 0. So our max rows are 18. The offset is 14. For variable I, blah, blah, blah. I just realized it's reassigning this to each instance. Right? So, well, at any rate, when we hit play, I don't know if this is the right way to go then. And if we go to this trade room, here, let me go full screen for you. It still works up until you get here, and then it doesn't work anymore. So there, that's the last point that it works at. And yeah, the X works. Like, yep, okay. X address stuff works. It's the Y address that doesn't work. So I don't know. Did you get that? I just realized that this, though... Oh, no, this is fine. It's basically saying... Because we're sending it the Y... Yeah, alright. We're sending it the Y start, which is one number. And we're going to test that number against the... You know, which row we're at in this for loop. And if it fails, we don't do this work. And then it just reiterates until it succeeds. And when it succeeds, it's going to fail the other conditions because there's only like... Yeah. Unless... 14. Offset times I minus 1. Okay. I'm not sure I can help you continuously this time. I'm at work and being quite requested right now. I'll go back in time on the screen. Okay. For now, I'm gonna post snippets in here. Okay, so sets up the zone on each row. Right. Let me post that snippet. could create a debug message somewhere. On each button once. I mean, I could just like do this and hit play and see what happens. It's gonna run every frame though, which to me just seems kind of irresponsible. And doesn't change the outcome if I disable the boolean. So that's fine. Why does it run through each row? You know what? I don't need this script at all. What was I thinking? Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel kind of dumb. Yeah, I don't... okay, I don't need this script. I should just delete it. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna close this. We're literally gonna delete this script. God, I am almost kind of mad at myself for writing this script. Or, not even write, I didn't even really write it. I wrote part of it and JMD finished writing it. So we're gonna delete this script and go back here. And then we're gonna go back to our buttons here, and honestly, I mean, fine, we'll just relabel it here. Hot zone Y is equal to Y start, and hot zone Y2 is just equal to B box bottom. And I think that's it. God, I feel so dumb. Yeah, there it is. They're all there. Okay, so, you know, zoom in for the full effect. And we can click on it. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Cool. Not sure what I was thinking with that script. What? Where? The bottom of your button is lower than the start of the next row. So you can't have, so you can have two buttons up at the same time. You're right. Let's do this instead. So Y start plus 14. Because the button is 16 pixels tall. I realize that's kind of bad design. I don't know why I did it that way. But this should solve that problem. That's not good. Yeah, there's a frame where it's the same. You can buy two at the same time. Okay. Okay. Well, 13? I just gotta make it narrow. I gotta make the hot zone narrower. That's all. Okay, that's working. So, cool. So I don't need this Boolean anymore. But I did notice oops. There we go. Yeah, okay, cool. Now we're good. All right. Cool. No, thank you. Just had to shave down the width or height of the hot zone. Thanks. Okay. Now for the other button. Alright, so for the other button, I'm literally just going to duplicate this button and call it obj button cell. And for obj button cell, our image index, equals 0. When it's left pressed, the image index equals 1. And when it's left released, the image index equals 0. And I think that's it. And so now I need to throw those in. So obj button buy, obj button sell. Okay, and now let's run that. Oh, right. That's... Of course. It's a little unfortunate. So the buy button, its hot zone should actually extend to the cell just because that aesthetically would make more sense. Okay. Let's do that. Whoops. I accidentally restarted the room. Alright, so buy, let's go back to object button buy. Hot zone X is B-box button right plus image width. Sprite width. There we go. For obj button buy. And now when we do this, I need to fix that. Okay, so now, yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, so now we can do this, go down here, buy or sell these. Okay, cool. There's one thing I want to do the grid so that poor Mark can play this game and be happy is I want these rows to have bright text when you're highlighting them. So that, whoops, that might be a little tricky. Why is your buy button using the cell image, weirdo? Maybe you want to have it select a row by clicking on it and one set of buttons for buy, sell. Why is your buy button using the cell image, weirdo? My sprite contains, well, I have one sprite for both buttons, and each button shares that one sprite, but uses different image indices. Okay, so all right, anyways. Yeah, I mean, this game is, yes, it's true. This game is designed by a madman. Okay, with yeah, with no like thoughts for consistency or anything like that. I solved it. Okay, so next, I don't want to assign a script, an action script yet. Action script. Yeah, let's make the text brighter on the hot zone. And I have a feeling we can do that somewhere. We can actually probably do that somewhere in here. Might be a little tricky. Actually, that might be a lot tricky, but let's just see. Okay, so we got this draw. Actually, you know what? Let's just do draw set color white dark, and then we're gonna do this draw set color white light, but we're gonna have a point in collision, point in rectangle. Okay, mouse X, mouse Y, B box left. Now Y1 is going to be strange. Oh wait, no. Y1 is this. Yeah. x2 is going to be vbox right. Yeah. Pardon me. Okay, so x2 is bbox right, and then y2 what's names y2? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, so but instead of y1, we do y2. And we're gonna var is bright equals point in rectangle. We'll do that, and then if is bright, draw set color, white, light. Yeah, okay. I think this will work. Or it won't. And or it will sort of work. I mean, that's basically every spectrum of what I just said. So Dante, Castigar, Nostro, barrels. Yeah, alright, I think I need to fix that thing with the barrel count. But, did I just hear a weird noise? Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, so it did it for the rest of these values. Okay. Okay, which means else, and I need to do this. Now it's running. Hey, there we go. It's kind of weird that vanilla... Oh, maybe because it's the last one? I don't know, that's really weird. Well, no matter. The proof of concept works, so we're just gonna... Yeah. We're just gonna copy this and paste it in front of, before each one. Oh, I like this song. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's... We'll see soon enough. Alright, so there we go. Brighter, so your poor little eyes see it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's a better visual indicator. Alright. Cool. Okay, now we can program the buttons so that they buy and or sell. Whoops. No, what did I just do? Okay. Repeat after me. Nothing is final. Everything is placeholder. Okay, so now that we got that going, but you can fix it now. If I were to fix it, how would I do it? You're not going to want to do it later. How would you fix it? table smaller? Scroll? No. Gross. Okay, let's here. $272, $256. Import market grid 2. What? Right, okay, now we get advantage. Yeah. And now we can convert to frames. That's weird that that didn't work right the first time. Okay, so 256 by 272. There's 37 frames. What the fuck? Oh, great. Oh my god, there's nothing in here. Mark, I destroyed my work. Because of this. Market grid. Market ping 2. Alright. That should work. Import. Alright, well, that's not good. Let's See if we can export. By columns. That didn't really make any sense. Okay, save copy as, not an ASC. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Alright, boy. Are there other people even watching the stream? Is it just Mark? It's probably just Mark. But let's just double check here. Yeah, go live. Oh, okay, 3 people. Alright, cool. Okay, so now the hard part. Well, okay, so basically I have to write a script, an action for these buttons, and no, go. The action sends an argument, and that argument being where it is on the Y, and that argument, it takes that Y and then says, okay, what text is that on the grid, so to speak, and then does a transaction against that spice. Huh, that's a tough one. Gotta admit. Alright, okay, so let's, first off, we're gonna close all windows, close all, and we're gonna go to objects, buttons, button by, and we're gonna change this action here. So we need a script. So that script is going to be in this window. Windows, close all. Scripts. Create script. And that script's going to be called scr underscore by barrel. Okay. Invoked by obj underscore button by. Okay, I think I might get this. All right, argument 0 is Y start. Okay, argument 0 is Y start. The purpose is to take Y start, calculate okay, so calculate a position. Actually, take Y start. Use as a numerator against the entire height of the market grid. Round that numerator, or no, round that quotient rather. Quotient to a number between 0 and 18. That number will represent which spice to transact against. What do you think of that approach? first, let's define our stuff. Var underscore y start. No. We'll call it var underscore spot equals argument 0. Var this spice equals spot divided by obj underscore market grid dot sprite underscore height. Actually, let's do y start plus sprite height divided by 2. Get the center of the row. And you know what? Divided by 2 might be too precise. Let's do div 2. Okay. This spice is equal to spot divided by market grid sprite height. So going back here, okay, pay attention, like down at this portion of the screen. So if I go with 160, or no, sorry, 120. Yeah.
Yep.
So if 120 is my y,
life moves pretty fast.
and the entire sprite is 256 tall, so 120 divided by 256. 0.46.
Could miss it.
It's like 20%. Just out of curiosity, what is 14 times 18? 252. So 50 divided by 252 is equal to... Yep. Figuring out a tricky problem at the moment. was a bug in GMS2 that didn't accept imports for really large images. It's fine now, though. Well, hold on though. I'm dividing it by the wrong thing. Not sprite height. What if I divided it by 14? Yeah, I'm doing it the backwards way. Alright, so if my... Yeah, let's do 120. Actually, no, not 120. Let's do, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So at 3, my y is 50. Alright, so 50 divided by 14. 3.5. Okay. 9. 9 divided by 14. 0.6. Okay. 22. 22 divided by 14 equals 1.5. Okay. Duh. Duh. Okay. So not that, but by 14. Okay, and then floor this spice. Well, rather, this spice equals floor this spice. Alright. Okay, so be right back, bathroom. Okay, I think I got this stuff. no TV. Yeah, I don't know what you could be picking up, but my mic is bad. So it's probably just my bad mic, because it's just the onboard built-in mic.
Just looking at the world. I'm writing a new piano piece.
Oh yeah, can I hear it?
Sensitivity. Yeah. Nothing. I went to the bathroom. Okay, so yeah, should return a whole number equal to 0 through 18. Alright, now we do a switch case. Switch the spice. This is great. This is going to be great. Case, rows, do stuff, break, case, pepper, do stuff with paprika. Break. I do. The 14 is the row height. So over here, so like pay attention, divide Y address by row height returns a number and discard the decimal. For example, if y equals 50, so 50 divided by 14, the number is 3.57 blah blah blah. Floor it and get just 3. 3 equals the slot number in the DS grid for, let's see, rosemary, paprika, for basil.
So when did you know that she was the one for you? October 21st, 1975. Jesus Christ, you know the fucking day? Oh yeah. Day of the game. We're sitting in a bar waiting for the game to start. And walks this girl.
Alright, so case rows, yeah. Whoops. I've got 18 macros for spices where etc. I'm gonna draw the health points without the decimal numbers. Thank you. Oh. Cool. No problem. So now we know that we're dealing with rosemary. So it's time to transact rosemary. And this is the buy barrel. So here's the order of things that we need to do. We need to summon OBJ pop-up. Make sure the OBJ input cache object is configured for rosemary barrels. Okay, we're going to look at another object really quick. And that object is it's actually going to be a button. It's button transact. This is a bank button transaction button, but it has a title. There we go. Test. Okay, we need to look at a room. Oh god, not okay. We need to look at I guess we do need to look at a script. It's not okay deposit though. Let's look at our game states. Okay, so when we click the button for the bank, we change the state, and right, okay. Okay, I mean, nah, that's fair. We, well, what's the end goal? Like, how much is it gonna differ between spices? Is this the buy? Yeah, this is buy. There's a lot that I have to do first. So I think I'm just buying the pop-up object shows up, and that object gets reconfigured for a barrel buying transaction. OBJ underscore pop-up to be precise. Alright. I have to change the state, or make a push to change the game state to do it. Just hang tight. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to add a new state, so let's do it. Alright. MRK underscore buy barrel. There we go. We got a new state. So our scripts DS stack push. We need to do a DS stack push. Where's my code for that? Is it panel? Or is it dialogue? Ah, yeah, state stack, here it is. DS stack push. State stack game state underscore MRK by barrel. So hey, I would like to dedicate a game, so I asked you what kind of game you would prefer. And also, I would like to ask what style of graphics you like, if not a lot. You know, if you make a game, it should be a game that you wish you could play, but doesn't exist. Don't make a game because I want it. Because don't make a game that I might like. Make a game that you like. Oh, hold on a second, guys.
I miss talking to you.
Okay, so we're gonna push the state. So we need to go back here to our game state thing. Game states. We need to add a new one of these. Case game state.mrk by barrel and scr underscore placeholder for now break. And this is invoked or pushed by obj underscore button. What button is this for? Button by scr underscore by barrel. But you don't want to tell me if you want something special in the game. Don't want to tell me, but you don't want to tell me. Oh, right, but you don't want to tell me if you want something special in the game. Just name a character Cassidy or something. Not the main character. Small character. Random NPC. Whoops. NPC. That would be nice, I guess. But only do it if your game even has named characters. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Some games don't have named characters, like Tetris or Geometry Wars. So you don't have to name whatever. Like if you really want to, you know, do something nice for me or whatever, just throw my name in there somewhere. That's fine. Doesn't have to be a big gesture. Yeah. Okay. So now we're doing this. We're also changing the state. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's see here. This is kind of weird because I'm changing the state of the game and doing this at the same time. Boy. Maybe I should have this thing return. Actually, I don't even need an argument. Alright, okay, we're gonna put this at the end, actually. I have an idea. So, then, there's so many different ways to solve this problem, but I think this is how we're gonna do it. So in the create, I'm gonna create a thing called my mode. No, we'll call it my spice. And for now it equals 0. But in here, we're gonna say my spice equals this spice. And then we're gonna do a stack push. Cool. We're gonna do this with 2 scripts. So the first phase is proper spice assign. Okay, so now we create game states. So wait a minute, where's this one? Buy barrels? SCR buy barrels at a market? Yeah, it is. Create script. SCR underscore market buy. Alright, so invoked by obj underscore game states, I think. Yeah, game states. Must also have obj, well, part 2 of 2 must have obj underscore button by button by SCR underscore by barrel ran first. Alright, argument 0 is my spice of obj button by. Okay. Man, this is gonna be weird. Alright, so at the game state, SCR underscore. Okay. So the first thing we need to do. Where is it? Alright. Yeah, let's do all this stuff. Oh, and oops. Shit. I just realized that I don't know if I can have this thing accept an argument because it's a game state. Sorry guys, this stream is going to be really boring because I'm going to be thinking a long time. Actually, in fact, I should probably get going. How long have I had this stream up? Yeah, almost 3 hours. Okay. Okay, IGGG for now. Gotta eat and ponder something.